What's going on, guys? Criminal Justice here, and today we are back with another LSPDFR tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install the new and improved Simple Hud. This was updated back, I can't remember when it was updated, but it was updated a lot this past year, late last year. So with that being said, everyone, let's go ahead and click the link in the description below. It's going to bring you this page right here. This was updated October of 2024, so it's a newer version than what I have. I have 119. We're going to be installing 128. So you want to click download the file here, agree and download, and of course you want the main file. Now he's still got the old file available, which I do have a tutorial on this version here. The old version, I mean not the old file, but you want the main file, the 128. You want to click download here. We're going to go ahead and close out of this. You are going to need two things for this tutorial to work. You're going to need one, your main game directory, and two, you're going to need OpenIV. If you do not have OpenIV, I'll leave a link in the top right corner taking my video showing you how to install OpenIV. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and locate our main game directory. Y'all go ahead and get yours pulled up. This is going to be for Steam and Epics. I am modding on the Epics version GTA 5. You want your main directory pulled up, go ahead and click OpenIV and click Windows for Grand Theft Auto 5. If you go watch my OpenIV tutorial and then come back, you will see that I got an updated one on my Patreon. You guys can check out if y'all want to. Right here, what we're going to do is we are going to minimize our OpenIV. Just minimize it. Don't close it. Just minimize it. Make sure you're in edit mode, though, okay? Make sure your edit mode's on. Now, let's open up our Simple Hud WinRAR right here. We're going to double-click on that Simple Hud folder, and we're going to start by installing what's inside this folder here. So we're going to double-click on the Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. Open this up. Now, before we install anything, here's what I want you guys to do. Your main game directory, you're going to go back, okay, until you see all these directories. And what you want to do, in case this doesn't work or you don't like it or whatnot, you want to highlight your main game directory that you're modding in, right-click, and click copy. Then go down here, left-click, right-click, and click paste. It's going to paste an exact replica of your directory, okay? So if you guys can see right here, I've got a copy of my directory right there. It's good to do that just in case that happens that it messes up your game for some reason or you don't like it. It's probably not going to mess up your game, but you may not like the new Simple HUD, so just keep that in mind. Now, the next thing that we need to do before we install any mods, if you were running the old version of the old version of Simple HUD that went into your scripts folder, here's what you want to do. Open up that scripts folder, and we are going to highlight the Simple HUD folder. We're going to scroll down. We're going to hold down our control key, and we're going to highlight the Simple HUD configuration setting and the Simple HUD nightly.dll or whatever your .dll is, okay? Once you've got those three highlighted right there, okay, you're going to click delete. You want to get them out of there, all right? We don't need them. The radar zoom, if you have that in your scripts folder, you can leave that in there, okay? Now, let's go back to our main game directory right here. And we're going to grab that Simple HUD, INI, and the ASI from the WinRAR. We're going to drag it into our main game directory, and we're going to drop it in, okay? Refresh. And then in your WinRAR, let's go back, and we're going to go into props and textures. Now, let's pull up our OpenIV right here. Again, make sure your edit mode is on. This is your part 1 and part 2 of your Simple HUD, okay? Let's grab the part 1 first, drag it from your WinRAR into your OpenIV, drop it in. And you're going to get this when you're going to click Install, Mods Folder, Confirm Installation, just like that. Doesn't take it long to install. It usually doesn't anyway. And then once you're done, you're going to click Close. There it is. Go ahead and click Close. Then you're going to grab the Simple HUD Part 2. Okay? You're going to pull that into your OpenIV and do the same thing. If we can get it to drop here. If it does that, guys, take it to your desktop, just like that, and then drop it into your OpenIV. Why is it not? Let's go like this. There we go. So if it does that, just turn your edit mode off and then back on. Click Install, Mods Folder, and Confirm Installation. If you guys want to know how I got my game folder grayed out like that where I can't select it, I'm going to show you here in just a second, okay? Click Close. The one on your desktop, you can drop that in your recycle bin. Let's go back in our WinRAR, and we're now going to go down to add-ons, okay? Now, you don't need this one up here. That's the uninstaller. You want to go into the subtitle overlap right there. All right? So grab this. Not the uninstall, but grab the install. Pull it to your desktop. We're going to do it like this. All right, pull it to your desktop. and then pull it into your OpenIV like this, drop it in, click install, mods folder, and confirm installation. This is for the subtitle overlap. All right, so now we can click close, and we can throw this into our recycle bin, just like so. In your WinRAR, go back and go down to postal map and open that up. Again, grab the install postalmap.oiv, pull it to your desktop just like this. I mean, we don't mind to pop back over. I don't know why it does it like that. And then grab this, pull it into your OpenIV. Again, if it does that, edit mode off, back on, pull it in, drop it, install, mods folder, confirm installation. You just got to tinker with things to figure things out sometimes. Like I didn't know why it was doing that, so I just had to tinker with it. That's how you learn. Click close, throw this in your recycle bin, in your WinRAR, go back again, and I believe that is it. I believe that's it. So let's close this, and we can close out of our OpenIV. Now we're going to go back to the main game directory, and we're going to scroll down, and I'm just going to forewarn you guys, there is no menu button for Simple Hud in this version. I don't know why he took that out, but it's a really good idea of Anoxy. If you're ever watching this, Gravity Exploits on YouTube is what he goes by. We've had a menu for this mod since it came out, and I don't know why you took it out, but I think it'd be really good, bro, if you put that back in. So we're going to open this up, and everything in here, this is like your direction, the name of your road here. This is your postal. You can leave this set to we can leave this set to true. We definitely want that on true. But there's no way to actually, maybe he's already got the postal set by default to match with the map. If there's a map in this version, because I have not tested it yet, I'm just now installing it with you guys. The only other thing I would change personally myself is the time format from 24 to 12 hours. That's what I would do. Everything else, I'm assuming, is set by default. I really wish, bro, you had not taken this menu out. I think that a lot of people depend on that menu so they can kind of move that stuff around, as they please. So we're going to go into the game, and if you made any changes, click File and click Save. We can go ahead and close out of our main game directory. We can get rid of this shortcut here. And as always, guys, make sure you clean out that recycle bin right there. We're going to go in the game, and we're going to check it out. And I'm going to show you how everything looks. I will see you all inside of LSPDFR. All right, guys, so once we're loaded into the game here, you guys are going to notice that some things are overlapped, especially if you have Grammar Police or Call-Out Interface installed. So we're going to go somewhere a little bit more discreet here. I do like the new map. The new map looks really nice. It looks really good. We're going to spawn up to the Sandy Shores Airfield, where it's a little more discreet. And so what we're going to do is this. Now, if you have Call-Out Interface installed or Grammar Police, then you're going to follow these steps that I'm doing. If not, then you don't have to worry about it. We're going to pull up our Grammar Police file, and we're going to go into Display Settings, I believe it is. And right there where it says Show Player Status, we're going to disable that. Okay, so see, that's like the only thing overlapping is pretty much that right there. And then once you're done, you can back out and you can go down to Save Configuration. All right, now if you have the postal on there from Call-Out Interface, you're going to pull up your Call-Out Interface. You're going to go to Configuration Settings or Configure Settings, and you're going to go down to Postal and make sure that that is disabled. If you have it enabled, it's going to be right there, okay? The plate that you guys see right there, that is part of Call-Out Interface as well. So if I go down here, you can enable that or disable that. However, once you're done, make sure that you click Save, okay? Make sure you click Save. And if you guys want to move that plate around, here's what you would do. There it is right there. There it is. Okay, I remember how to do it now. This is how you do it. So we're going to exit out of this, and we're going to hold down 7 on the numpad. Make sure your numlock is on. It's going to put you into interactive mode. See that white arrow? And you can move this plate right here. I was wanting to move mine because it was driving me crazy like that. And you can also make this bigger, smaller by holding down your left click on your mouse and rolling your wheel forward. and backwards to make it bigger and smaller. You can do it like that. I keep mine about right there. So we're going to put it like right here above that postal. And it's the same thing with this. I know this is a tutorial for Simple Hud, but I'm just showing you guys this. It's the same thing with your MDT. You can hold down your left click and you can roll the wheel in and out to make it bigger and smaller. I keep mine about like that, and I'm going to move it over this way. Right there. And then when I'm done, I'm going to hit 7 to exit out of that mode. We're going to go back into our call out interface, go to configure settings, and we're going to click save. You always want to click save your settings. So there's no menu. I am going to give my thoughts on this, Vanoxy. You know I'm a big fan of your work, brother. I love everything you do for the LSPDFR community, but I am going to say this. And now that there's no menu, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of disappointed because that menu allows us to move our stuff around down there, like our postal and our road and all that good stuff, our location. It allows us to move that around to our liking and to the way that we like it. So, Vanoxy, if I can ever say anything about your work, is I love your work. I love everything you do around here. But please, in the next update, man, put this call out, the Simple Hud menu back in the game where we can access that and we can move this stuff around. Because if you notice, if you guys will look down there where it says Grande, Sonora, Desert, Blaine County, my clock is overlapping that just a little bit, or it's overlapping the clock a little bit. So, but that is pretty much it, guys. That's what your map looks like for call out interface. Pretty dope. It's a dope mod nonetheless. Vanoxy knows I love his work. He's one of my favorite developers around the community. And I'm just kind of disappointed because you took the menu out, man. And it's not to say I don't love your work, because trust me, you know I do. And I'm so glad that he put this in as well, because he knows how much I love going to this spot right here and knocking peds off the top of Mount Chiliad. So he put that there because of that. So I'm glad he did that. But anyway, man, just put the menu back in, and I think it'll be much better that way. With that being said, guys and girls, I'm going to leave mine just like this. I'll have to do without my player status for Grammar Police. Or what you can do, if you still want that player status up, you can pull up your Grammar Police, go to display settings, and you can go to player status and enable that. And then you can move that around, because I like my player status on. Personally, I like my player status to be on. I do not like that radio at all. I wish I could. Is there just a way to turn it off? Like, I cannot stand that radio. I just don't like the radio at all. I think it's pointless. So I'm gonna. You can move it up, move your player status up and down like this. See, and what I probably do, like I've had it before, like this whole time, I'll probably move it over here right above my postal, and then I'll move my plate up. So I'm gonna move it over, and I'm just showing you guys how to do this, so you guys will know how to do this when the time comes that you need to. Okay, so I always want to show you guys step for step, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna move it up just a little bit, and then of course once you are done, you would go back and click Save Configuration Setting. That saves it. And then if you want to move that plate up a little more, go back into your call-out interface, go to Configuration Settings. And, I'm sorry, not that. You would hit the 7 on your numpad, and then hold down the 7 on your numpad to go into interactive mode. And you could then just move this plate up like this right here, which is probably the way I'll keep it. Which reminds me, I can probably move that status up just a tad more. So we're going to put the plate about right here, and then we are going to hit the 7 to exit out. We're going to go back into our Grammar Police. We're going to go to display settings, and we're going to move that status position up just a little bit, because it needs to be separated from that, about like that right there. And again, when you're done, guys, just click Save Configuration Setting. And that is pretty much it, guys, for this mod. Big shout out to Vanoxy, also known as Gravity Exploits on YouTube. I love your work, man. I just wish the menu was here. That's all I'm saying. So with that said, guys and girls, have an amazing day. I love you all so much. Till next time, stand firm, stay strong, stay in prayer, and put God first. I will see you all in the next video.